I first came to the temple with my Tai Chi class. My Tai Chi instructor, Dr. Ruby Yang Shi, knew or had met Reverend Lee and had wanted to introduce meditation as part of our Yang Tai Chi practice. So a group of us, about 5 students, and Dr. Shi came one afternoon, and mainly to learn about meditation. But when I arrived, I really just had a complete sense of arriving at home and being home, and I felt extremely comfortable. I loved the environment. Reverend Lee was very welcoming, and I began to learn about Won Buddhism, which really intrigued me. So that's why I came, and why I continued to come.
I first came to the temple when I searched via Google Buddhism in New York, and the first link was this temple. I'd grown up Presbyterian. I went to the school called Lehigh and took a Eastern religion course and learned all about Buddhism, Taoism, but really didn't do anything with it until I was kind of settled in the city, was working for a few years, and ultimately just unhappy. And I knew there was more to life than just living day to day, thinking about my job and going out on weekends. And I wanted to reinvestigate this Buddhism that I had been exposed to in college. And so basically I did the Google search, came here, and ultimately the reverend at the time, a different Reverend Park, she taught me how to meditate. Once a month they have this, instruction on meditation. So I came, and she was just super kind and explained, the posture and the breathing technique, and ever since then I've been coming as often as I can.
I think it was in 2002. I remember this very well. I think the Dalai Lama came and spoke at Central Park, and it was very soon after 9/11, so it was a very difficult time, I think, for everybody in the city, and I think everybody was searching for some kind of way to make sense of things in that time, and it was this general sense that the world had really gone crazy, and I remember that I went with some friends, and Ann and Matt joined us. And I remember while they were there, we were all sitting on a blanket, and it was so crowded that the Dalai Lama came out and he said, I think it was him who said it. I can't remember if it was him or somebody else, but it was said, okay, now if anyone could get an entire park filled with like 1 million people to shift and move so that there would be room for more, we can do it with this crowd. So they had everybody move up, and we moved up. And as we're sitting there, I remember Ann and Matt had commented, they said, oh, I think I see people from our temple. And I said, wait, you go to temple? And they told me about this place. And they said, well, if you ever want to come with us on a Sunday, you're more than welcome to come. And so I did. And I think from the first visit, for a good couple of years, I pretty much came back every week. I mean, there were... we're all musicians, so the weekends are really our work days, so it's kind of hard for us to always come, my attendance has definitely deteriorated over time. I apologize. But we, I started coming pretty much every week after that, so that was 7 years ago, and I became a member, I think, only 2 or 3 years later. So, that was my introduction here.